Before we start the video, make sure you check the description to join our giveaways.
The principal thought with respect to digital currency that strikes a chord is that it isn't protected. The equivalent is trailed by it is awkward to make do. Envision these obstacles in government-issued types of money. Since fiat enjoys the benefit of being directed or represented, doesn't make them safe by the same token. There are blemishes and even issues on straightforwardness even on account of monetary forms, and in no way, shape or form could one at any point vouch these fiat resources are protected. Before we dive into the Monero cost expectation, let us examine a portion of the novel elements of Monero. During the pandemic, benefits of cryptographic forms of money were brought to the very front. While some didn't support this cryptographic money world either, monetary standards like Monero are harmless favors for financial backers. The ABC of Monero, XMR. Consider cash. Consider Monero. As a matter of fact, that is the proverb of Monero to guarantee the financial backers have a good sense of reassurance and execute safely with Monero at a lightning-quick speed. Circumstances are different today. Gone are the days you expected to convey a wallet loaded down with those fiat papers and minding them habitually so they don't get taken. Conveying computerized cash is way better compared to cash, as it resolves the issue of capacity, conveyability, solace, superfast and bother-free exchanges. The mission of Monero depends on the basics of private and control-safe exchanges. Not at all like other digital forms of money, viz. Bitcoin and Ethereum, which fill in as an open gathering wherein all cycles and exchanges can be followed, difficulties on secrecy component included. The cryptography that powers Monero is the defensive cover, a safeguard that works with all exchanges, protecting total information private and instability, obviously, as conveyed on numerous occasions, has been the apple of friction. However, that turns out as expected for any sort of cash wherein factors expressed here and above impact and affect the cost of a resource. Monero is no exemption by the same token. There are likewise experts associated with the investigation of rates and the execution of exchanges on the web. The cryptographic money is very equipped for producing unmistakable pay, which draws in clients. The Monero people group has set higher benchmarks for itself regardless. Monero will outperform the assumptions for all digital money financial backers who have found this stage very intelligent and simple. Following the old path, Monero history. Monero also partakes in a rich history that traces all the way back to the year 2012. By then, it was made as a part of the Bitcoin blockchain. The last name by birth with which it was prepped was Monero. Afterward, Monero, XMR, was created as a freely able and supportable cash. The expanse of the Monero vocabulary is very intricate, thus clients can profit from the understanding of these phrasings by signing on to Moneropedia. Towards the finish of 2020, since Monero got the help of Ledger Nano Wallet, it welcomed even more consideration, turning into the sought-after crypto market for merchants around the world. Presently, Monero is chipping away at refreshing its comparable advances like GUI with sub-addresses, multi-signature, and so on. Endeavoring to impact the world guide of innovation, the whole environment of Monero gives guarantee that members benefit from blockchain-empowered practical benefits. Monero works with gains as well as fabricates trust. Supported by an upgraded decentralized Accord and built-up Monero organization, Monero expects to give clients the office of additionally being accessible on substitute stages for advanced media sharing, killing any job of middle people. Monero eliminates the brokers and for nothing furnishes arrangements straightforwardly hitting a relationship with the client. The whole information is cryptographically gotten by means of blockchain while permitting makers to take whole benefits. Security is likewise a nodal element of Monero that is set to hold a benchmark for content makers and will be an intense rivalry for monsters like Facebook, Google, who sell your information, making it inclined to control. Marvels of Monero, XMR, the benefits. While Monero provides guarantee with that all information of exchanges stays untraceable, that isn't the main advantage to be had out of Monero. Financial backers who have favored Monero have many valid justifications to remain stuck as devoted fans. The inflexible highlights can be listed as underneath. Monero likewise has a powerful block size and dynamic charges, an ASIC-safe confirmation of work, randoms, and a tail emission, among a few different changes. Monero is fungible. It can't become spoiled through cooperation in past exchanges. This likewise implies that no gamble of restriction is involved, taking everything into account. Another credit goes to the hardy group of Monero, which is well over 500. This ability pool of praiseworthy analysts and specialists that additionally incorporates 30 center designers are profoundly credited for being imaginative and specialists in their particular fields. Monero cryptographic money can be best characterized as computerized cash, as it interestingly joins the advantage of prepared accessibility as well as security. It is a wonder of the center improvement group. Financial backers and the dealer local area don't risk any fake chargebacks. Being fungible, Monero permits the proprietors the freedom of administering their own cryptographic money with next to no outsider or arbiter intercession. Added to that, Monero accompanies no stuff of preset size limits like its rivals of the digital money market. Another remarkable component arises with wrapped Monero, wherein benefits of Ethereum ERC20 tokens are enclosed by Monero. Monero guarantees repetitive expenses are disposed of alongside the upside of the greater speed of exchanges. This valued advanced cash offers clients the upside of fixed cash at no inflationary expense. The decentralized agreement of XMR makes clients their own lords of approval. Like blockchain, this advanced resource, for example XMR, likewise doesn't call for pretending of any delegates. One can consider that Monero would be urgent to the innovative progression of record data sets for versatility and capacity. Additionally, keeping in context how XMR/USD shares the rationale and data set of various gadgets that all in all run it, it makes the exchanges more solid and productive. However, XMR needed to put forth a huge attempt to fork out of its starting point and contend long and hard with its opponent digital currencies. It isn't long that it would beat during the year 2022. There is a ton to be said as a civility pandemic. The vast majority of the contenders of Monero, XMR, also didn't entrance the digital currency dealers by the same token. Be that as it may, the consistency which Monero has attempted to show is in itself a one-of-a-kind element to discuss. Its association in different brave ventures has guaranteed that Monero cost today keeps up the energy. The XMR cost forecast build up forward momentum because of its protection tag. A characteristic and regard that adjoins to every one of its financial backers. In fact, protection is the sign of Monero, which has been the middle reason behind movements of every kind of XMR acquiring overall acknowledgement. Monero